The Daniel Robinson case is intriguing because it's a Pandora's box that could lead anywhere. Now, there's going to be a couple of points in here, but I don't have a working hypothesis. I consider it unfigureoutable, except that the well worker, the co-worker at the well, would obviously be the prime suspect. And there's a couple reasons for that. I'm not saying I know that. I'm saying this is a hypothesis. But look at the strangeness of this case. Now, on the 46 restarts, I don't believe they ever took place. Okay, in this video, the guy explains the black box showed that somebody attempted to restart the vehicle 46 times. I don't believe it took place. I think it's a mistake after the wreck on the computer or whatever. First of all, who's going to restart a vehicle on its side 46 times unless to get the air conditioner going? See that vehicle? You think you couldn't tip that thing back over and drive out of there in that goddamn $50,000 Jeep? You bet you could. You could tip that thing back over on its wheels. The 46 restarts was right after the airbags deployed. But if there were restarts, they would have had to have been done with the vehicle still sitting on its wheels. Well, why is it on its side? That it was on its wheels and somebody attempted to restart it 46 times and then decided to let's run it up this ravine and tip it over on its side. Another key point is, first of all, the well worker that Daniel Robinson showed up for work in the morning, and it was a Wednesday. It wasn't no hot weekend where he showed up hungover or whatever. No, it was a Wednesday. Who knows what took place? Okay, now, vehicle is wrecked. He's possibly injured. Somebody tries to restart it 46 times. Well, he was only 2 miles away from the well where his so-called friend was. He was only 2 miles away. He could have walked there in 30 minutes. Back to known life support, vehicle, and friendly worker. But the friendly worker said, no, he showed up. He said he couldn't perform and took off right away. And he took off right on the spot. Well, he could have been there at that well for 2 hours and a fight could have developed. I ain't working with your kind on this well. Get out of here. You're not welcome here. Whatever. Who knows? Who knows what happens? That the fact the guy said that Robinson showed up, gets out of the vehicle, ready for a day's work. I'm too tired. I'm leaving immediately, and drives off in 10 minutes. Goes out into the desert, no more than 2 miles, about maybe 2.5 miles in sight of the well, and then goes flying off into this ravine for no goddamn reason. And now Robinson gets out of the vehicle, possibly injured or whatever, and what? Doesn't walk back to the well where the friendly worker is? No, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Now, there's several other things. For instance, he had delivered liquor to some girl or girl's house and whatever, and she didn't want to keep it going. He did go back there several times and even showed up unannounced, which she didn't like, and ran him off. And said, I don't see us hanging out in the near future. I don't hate you, but I just don't want to go anywhere with the relationship. Okay, now suppose, the people that knew those girl, her name I think was Caitlin, well, then they start tracking him. We ain't having your kind after our women or whatever. And then what? Follow him 50 miles out to a remote well to chase him down and get him alone out in the desert, all while he went and showed up at the well and then said, I'm tired, I can't perform. Well, if somebody was chasing him for something like that, well, what about him showing up at the well? And the co-worker says he left. He said he was too tired, couldn't perform. All this, as it's the morning and the temperatures are approaching, over 90 on June 23rd. They would have been over 90, getting, to 100. And yet he wrecks the vehicle but doesn't return back to the well. it just makes no sense. And the thing is that, okay, somebody tries to restart it 46 times, and he's maybe burning up in the heat, wanted the air conditioner, but doesn't go back to the well. Plus, he's not found in distress at or near the vehicle where they've searched all over for miles to see if, okay, well, he tried to make it towards the city. So he's not found injured at the vehicle and not found anywhere within miles. So why would he go, okay, I'm going to go 20 miles towards this, what I can see as a city, but doesn't go 2 miles back to the well? I'm going to go 20 miles towards the city out into the middle of no place and then die out in the middle of the desert when all he had to do was walk back to the well. Plus he had water. When they found this, there was water, bottles of water, the works. So in other words, if he was trying to get away from somebody or something, it would have been the guy at the well, the co-worker. I don't know. I'm not saying I know that, but